We were just talking about this. Life on the prairie is kind of hard here in North Texas and southern Oklahoma. You know, when you look at that Red River, you realize it's kind of desolate in this part of the world. And you know you need an air conditioner, but you don't know in springtime. Me personally, I'm happy to be saving some money this month on my air conditioning bill. And I'm saving because I know when the summer gets here, I'm going to spend a lot more because it's hot, it's rough out here on the prairie, and one of the things you should do, we've got lots of shoulds, don't we, is spend $89 with Darryl here and get your air conditioning tuned up for the summer. And you're not thinking about it right now. I'm not thinking about that right now, but you know, you guys
absolutely.
are.
Yeah, this time of year, well, we've got wind, we've got rain, we've got sleet, we've got blistering sun, and that's just Thursday, right? So we're used to that kind of thing. And if it changes, we need to be prepared for all that, right? Because it's not, I mean, we're not surprised that it does change. I mean, sometimes we are because you just never get used to that. But like you said, here, we have to be ready for it all.
Yeah, and so getting ready for the heat, that's what this little handy dandy $89 is. And on top of that, did you graduate high school in '89 or start a tech in '89?
I started working in '89.
Yeah.
Right out of high school.
Right, and since then, now this fantastic $89 display is what it costs. And that's in the springtime. It goes to full price in the summer.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how we're kind of making a deal out of it. Now, besides just making sure your air conditioning is working and ready for the summer, what do you really do in an $89 tune-up?
Well, we check it inside and out, and we don't just do a look, right? We go in and we test the values of all your parts and pieces. We have a physical diagnosis, right? We look at everything, we visually inspect everything, but we actually put our hands on all that, right? Mm-hmm. We'll clean the burners and the furnace. We'll check and see if the evaporator coil needs a major cleaning. We'll go outside, take the outdoor unit apart and clean it. And even in the wintertime too, even when it's cool, if you've got a heat pump for your total electric, that outside unit is part of the heating system, right? Mm-hmm. So we want to check everything. And even in the wintertime where we're just checking that furnace, we'll also go out there to that outdoor unit because there could be something that we can see. And the whole reason we're there, it's not because, hey, you called, your AC's not working, your heat's not working. You're calling us out there because it's working, but you don't know how well it's working, how efficiently it's working.
Right.
Plus, if your luck's anything like mine, your AC's going to go down, Saturday night at 2 o'clock in the morning when your mother-in-law's there.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened to a lot of them out there too, Yeah. So yeah, sort of a little pre-maintenance, a little insurance, spring insurance, and they look at everything. I have had those tune-ups before, not in the AC business, but you get your car looked at. And they're like, yep, it's still running good. And you're like, well, did you check anything? And so with Robinson Air, you get a full report, right? Sure. Yeah.
And if there's anything that we see, and you're used to doing this, you go get your oil change, and you get your oil change, they change your oil. But then, well, let's take a look at the wipers, and we'll look at all these things, and they'll tell you all these things look in great shape, or they'll let you know there's a little wear here. Mm-hmm. Looks like you can get a few more miles out of this. We're just going to let you know all of this, and if you want to replace it, great. But if not, at least you know that, and well, let's just wait till the next time. And you can do that too. But that's part of being comfortable. It's not just, it's 72 degrees and 51% humidity in the house. It's about, I've had a qualified technician come in my home and look at everything, and they know what they're doing, right? So, and then if there are any issues later on, well, we've looked at that system. So now we take some ownership of that system. Mm-hmm. Hey, this system that you looked at, my system, we were there the other night. Well, I'm having some issues with it. All right, well, we'll get you on the schedule, we'll get right over there. Yeah. We're familiar with the system, and we've done thousands and thousands of systems, right? Every brand. As a matter of fact, one of my technicians found a Montgomery Ward's brand air conditioner, right?
Really?
And we're excited about it because I've only, in my career of 30 plus years, I think I've only seen 2. So we get excited about it. Now, that's kind of a nerd thing, right?
That's a real nerd thing, Darryl.
But we do that. I mean, me and everybody all these guys out in the field, and the women too, when we go into a restaurant, we'll look up at the ductwork because we just love that stuff, right? But you want you want a car guy working on as your mechanic,
Yeah.
right? You want somebody that's really into it, and that's why we chose the field,
Yeah.
right? So we're really good at what we do, and that peace of mind is a huge part of the comfort that you feel when you use Robinson.
Yeah, yeah. And talking about that now in springtime is a lot better than in July or August in
Absolutely.
the hot heat.
Yeah, because you're not standing in line, right? It's like going to Frontier City when there's nobody else there, right? You don't need a fast pass, you can go on everything. But if you go in August when everybody and their kids are there, then you're waiting in line forever, right? Just be the smart ones and go early.
This is Darryl Robinson, the owner of Robinson Air in Wichita Falls and Lawton, and it's time for your $89 spring tune-up for your air conditioning and heating system so that you can go with comfort and ease and confidence into the summer months. Thanks, Darryl.
Welcome.